Hey guys, in today's video we'll show you our top quality multi-time frame analysis that no one talks about. So stay tuned. But before we continue, we also want to note that we have a Telegram channel as well, where we post signals and other top quality educational content. So here's Euro-Dollar weekly time frame, and as you can see the pair ended this week with this massive momentum candle right here. This beautiful engulfing candle showing for us a clear bullish theme. And like we said in our previous video, we expected huge trend continuation due to the breakout of that level of monthly resistance, which now turns into support, and as you can see, here it is. So if you want, you may watch our past video, link will be in the description. But now guys, we want to share with you some insights on this pair. As you can see, in the past we have actually the same situation. We have a drastic uptrend right here, and then consolidation between the same levels, between the weekly level of support and the monthly effective level of resistance. And once the price broke that level, it could go up on the same pace, and as you can see, it initially rejected this level, our next potential place where the price will stop, and then we had this consolidation between monthly levels right here. So we actually expect the same scenario right now. So on our way, as you can see, we have this monthly level of effective resistance right here, and we expected that the price will stop right at that level for some time, then break it, and then we will see the price consolidating right between these two effective monthly levels. And let's move on to the daily time frame. Before we continue guys, we also want to share with you our VIP group performance. As you can see, 2500 pips was made this week in our premium on setups and signals. So as always, our VIP group includes the trading program along with our 3 strategies for day trading, for scalping, and for the gold price action trading. We also send the weekly setups every weekend with a clear explanation of our ideas and the exact numbers, so we could easily put limit orders and profited when the markets will open, and of course live signals. So as always, all info will be in the description and in the comment section below, so make sure to check it and join our team. And with that being said, let's move back to our analysis. So here is daily, and actually nothing to add right here, because as you can see, beautiful drastic uptrend with almost no pullbacks. But on the other hand, we can see some early signs of possible momentum loss, because as you can see, we have shrinking candles which tell us about the momentum loss, as well as some rejections of the minor structure level right here. But anyway, since we are in a drastic uptrend, it's normal, and we even expect some pullback during the next week. So with that being said, let's move to the 4-hour time frame. So here's 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, now price is starting to pull back. It's normal, and we even expected to find a great entry with a great risk to reward. In addition, let's draw a Fibonacci from this point to this right here. And as you can see, price now only pulling back around 20%. And what is more, price could drop even lower, even something to the 0.5 area where the 50 EMA floating as well. Even if this happens, this pullback will be considered as normal, because as you can see, price needs some stop before it's further move up. So with that being said, let's move to the 1-hour time frame to discuss some entry ideas for the coming week. So here's 1-hour time frame, and as you can see, even the current pullback could allow for us to enter with great risk to reward, because as you can see, first of all, it rejects the 50 EMA right here, and the price pulling back to minor structure level as well, which located right here as well. So again, to enter, we as always draw a trend line and wait for price to break right through it to enter the long trade. And as always, we will target our next monthly effective resistance. But as you can see, we have another structure level right here, and we don't be surprised if the price will reject it as well before it's move up. But if the price will be able to break right to the golden zone, right to the Fibonacci golden zone with a heavily bearish momentum, and to break right through the round number level 1.20, which located in the golden Fibonacci zone as well, consider your dollar as a short, and we'll start to looking for some short trade ideas. So with that being said, let's move to the pound dollar. So here's pound dollar weekly time frame. And as you can see, the price did exactly what we expect in our past video, and we have this beautiful momentum bullish candle. So we also ended this week in a green. But guys, we also can see some bearish signs right here, because as you can see, we have the weekly effective resistance right here, and the price reacted to it with a long wick candle failing to break right through it, and thus we have this long wick which is sticking out. It's not a great price action when it comes to pure bullish momentum, But anyway guys, after this drastic uptrend in about 5 green candles in a row, price may stall at this level for some time. And again, keeping this drastic uptrend in mind, and as well as that price locates well above the 50 EMA, we have the higher probability of a bullish breakout of that level in the future. But right now we should be very careful since the price respecting this level. So with that being said, let's move to the daily. So here's daily, and as you can see, once the price rejected and respected this level in the past, it go down drastically. So right now the price rejected this level again, but we have some higher chances of a possible bullish breakout. But again, should be very careful. Even despite the price has made now a clear higher highs and higher lows, this level represents a lot of power from which price could easily reverse. So with that being said, let's move to the lower time frame to discuss our scenarios for the coming week. So here's 4-hour time frame, and to enter long we would like to see a clear break right to that level and to make for price a new high, meaning to establish and confirm their bullish momentum. So only after a higher high will be made, we will consider it as a long, because as you can see, at this level we should be very careful because we have a very high chance of a fake out, and even would be better if we will wait for some pullback after breakout to confirm it. But if the price will fail to rise above that level, we should consider a bearish scenario for the coming week as well. So as always, we draw this trend line right here, which is respected multiple times, and as you can see, we have a now beautiful confluence area where the 50 EMA and this trend line are perfectly lining up. So with it being said, if the price will be able to break the trend line and the 50 EMA as well, we will go into the short trade, again targeting this monthly effective support right here. So let's move on. So here's $CAD weekly time frame, and as you can see again, price confirmed our expectations and proceeded down drastically with a beautiful bearish momentum candle right here. It now actually fully confirms our bearish bias due to the breakout of this strong level of support, which was respected multiple times in the past and from which price reversed multiple times in the past. So right now, with that beautiful engulfing candle in mind, our possible next stop will be right here at this weekly level of support at around 1.25. As you can see, we have a lot of room to fall after this breakout. So with that being said, we have a clear bearish bias on the $CAD on the weekly time frame. Let's go down to the daily. So here's daily, and again, nothing fundamental to add, because as you can see, we have this beautiful breakout right here, and then price proceeded down drastically. And for this more, we have a clear pattern which shows us that price is gaining momentum right now, because as you can see, we have a small candle, then a bigger candle, and then an even bigger candle. All this clearly shows for us a momentum gain and fall acceleration. So also one important item in terms of bearish bias. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So here's 4-hour time frame, and on the one hand we have a beautiful free fall and beautiful established price action and bearish bias. But on the other hand, this drastic downtrend without any pullbacks and not allow for us to enter with a great risk to reward, and not shows for us beautiful sell setups. So with that being said, let's draw the Fibonacci from this top to this bottom right here. And to enter with a great protection and great risk to reward, we would like for price to pull back somewhere right to this area between this 0.5 and 0.382 level, somewhere right here, to reject this structure and to hide our stop loss at least above the golden Fibonacci zone. Because even if we enter right here, we have no idea where we should place our stop loss. Because as you can see, drastic downtrend without any structures and any significant level of support or resistance. So with that being said, we will wait only for a pullback to this area, or even if the price will drop further. Again, we will only look for some pullback, enter with a better protection and with a better numbers. So with that being said, let's move to the gold. So here's gold weekly time frame. And like we said last week, we expected that will reject and reverse from the 50 EMA on the weekly time frame, which acted for price as a dynamic support multiple times in the past. And as you can see, here it is. And what is more, we even profited in the start of the week from that rejection of the 50 EMA, because we initiate a fast scalping short trade on the gold. But as you can see, now price is rejecting the 50 EMA as well as breaking right through the monthly effect, and now it rising right to the structure level, and will be very interesting to see the price action right at the structure level. So with that being said, let's go down to the daily. So here's daily, and as you can see right now, we already have the momentum loss pattern once the price rising right to the structure level. And as you can see right here, this structure level becomes an even more valid because of we have the 50 EMA on the daily time frame located right here, which also serves for price as a dynamic support and dynamic resistance multiple times in the past. It has a lower strength compared to the weekly 50 EMA, but anyway we also should bear that in mind when it comes to our trading decisions. So again, we already have a momentum loss and we have a strong structure level right here. So a very high probability that the price will reject it, and we will look for some short trade setups. That being said, let's move to the 4-hour time frame. So here's 4-hour time frame, and let's draw this immediate imperfect trend line somewhere right here. So we draw our trend line, and right now we also have some structure level right here, which shouldn't be ignored as well. So we established our two structure levels. So with that being said, let's move to the 1-hour time frame. So here's on the 1-hour time frame, we could also see that price failed to rise above the structure level multiple times in the past, and then price go down drastically, and now it's pulling back, showing for us at this moment a clear lower high, again telling for us about a momentum loss. To enter short on the gold, we would like to see a clear breakout of the trend line and of the 50 EMA, and our first target will be this minor structure level, and the second target will be our monthly effective support right here. But to consider gold as a long, and we again will wait for price to break its structure level established from the higher time frame. You should bear in mind that on the daily time frame we have the 50 EMA floating right near that structure level as well. So only once the price will be able to break that structure along with the 50 EMA, we turn our bias to bullish. So with that being said, let's move on. So here's US oil weekly time frame, and as you can see, this week the price generally rejected the broken level of effective support which it broke last week. So as you can see, we have this beautiful long week, and then price proceeded up. So with that price action in mind, we already have 5 weeks in a row of a beautiful strong uptrend. And keeping that in mind, we expect a further trend continuation at least to the 50 level, somewhere right here, because we don't have any strong resistance on our way, and that's why we have a strong bullish bias on the US oil. So with that being said, let's move to the lower time frame and discuss our ideas for a possible entry for the coming week. So here's 1-hour time frame, and again a very classic entry presented itself right here, because as you can see we have some kind of uptrend with higher highs and higher lows, and now price is pulling back right to the 50 EMA area as well. So very beautiful price action which we love to trade time and time again. So as always, we connect these two swings with the trend line, and once we see a breakout of the trend line, we will go long. As always, our first target will be at top of the trend line, and then we could trail our stop until the 50 level. So guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video. Press the like button, comment below what you think about this analysis. Also consider to join our VIP group, all info will be in the description and in the comment section below. So again, thanks for watching and see you the next week.